Welcome to Thoughts for Thursday. If you believe in a fearless, free, and fulfilled life, this is the place to be. I am Katie Bach, your host, and today I am going to talk about the one thing that will lower your stress, lower your frustration, and change your life. So what's this thing that's going to change your life? It's going to lower your stress, lower your frustration, your irritation. How could one thing possibly do that, right? It's crazy, I know, but it's true. So what does this one thing do for you? Well, it creates connection, which is a wiring within our brain as humans that we need to connect to survive. So as it creates connection, it helps you to feel better, to lower your stress, to step out of survival mode and be in a mode of well-being, of comfort. That well-being, in turn, helps you to lower your anxiety, to lower depression, frustration, irritation, to up your self-esteem. It also, this one thing, when you do it, it will change your life. It decreases the hormones in the body and the brain function that put you into fight or flight, which is your survival response of your nervous system. And so it decreases those hormones, it decreases that functioning and helps you to stay in that calm state, into a relaxed state, into rest, reset, refresh. Again, to stress less, right? It helps your physical body, your health. It improves your immune function. It improves your recovery rate, your healing rate. So what is this thing, right? What is this thing that also dissolves your anger, your frustration, your irritation? This thing is a lens of love, compassion. Now, before I go further, compassion is not about feeling sorry for someone. Compassion is about having a loving understanding. It's about looking through a lens of love towards other people, towards yourself, and understanding that we are all different, that we all have different opinions, understanding that you are different, and that is a beautiful thing. Compassion and a lens of love encourage you to release your judgments and free you to be your true self. And that is why it lowers your frustration, it lowers your stress, it lowers your irritation. It helps your physical health. It helps you step out of the stress response. It's literally one thing that you can do looking through that lens of love that will help you to stress less, to feel better. And it's a process, sure. Setting that intention to be compassionate, to look through that lens of love, not just to the world, but to yourself. Buddha said, if compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. And that is truly powerful. Compassion is not just about having a loving understanding for other people. It's about having compassion for yourself too. It's about taking care of yourself and loving yourself too. So compassion and this lens of love are truly powerful. When you look through that lens of love and you show compassion to others, it's even more powerful when you look through that lens of love and show compassion to yourself. So how can you begin this whole process, right? First, adjust your expectations to the reality of this moment. Maybe yesterday you were feeling different and your expectations were higher. But maybe today you don't feel as great. So adjust those expectations. Adjust your intentions and your goals day to day. with the reality of the moment, because life happens and shifts occur and you change. And that's okay. That's what looking through the lens of love is all about, embracing yourself and accepting yourself, flowing with life. So next big thing to looking through that lens of love, standing in compassion, is acceptance. Acceptance of the moment. Accepting that this moment is what it is, and in reality, you can't change this moment. And so frustration and irritation and fighting to control and change this moment right here, right now, it's only stressing you out. Accepting it frees you to open your mind in clarity, to then take action to create the next moment. Acceptance, so important. Create boundaries, appropriate boundaries for yourself. Having compassion doesn't mean that you put yourself in situations that are uncomfortable to you. Having compassion means that you say, okay, I understand that's someone else's opinion, but this doesn't feel good for me, and so I am going to take care of myself here and remove myself from the situation. Creating appropriate boundaries. We're not judging, we're not saying anybody's right or wrong, we're not saying we're right or wrong. We're just creating those boundaries of what we want and don't want in our life. And that is looking at through the lens of love for yourself, having compassion for yourself, and for others too. Self-care. Self-care is not selfish. And as you look through the lens of love, you can step into that belief because you understand that you are important and loving yourself is important and you are worthy of caring and doing what you need. So how can you step into that compassion, that lens of love? Total acceptance of the moment. Accepting that this is what the moment is and knowing that you can take action to create something different in the next moment. But this moment, we're not changing this one. We're accepting it. We're looking through that lens of love and saying, okay, I understand this moment is here. Breathing deeply and coming into that acceptance. Creating boundaries and adjusting those boundaries as you need to. There's nothing wrong with saying no or saying yes or changing what you said one time worked for you that doesn't work for you now. Which leads into the next thing, adjusting those expectations to reality. What is this moment? What is real here and now? Adjust those expectations. Let go of those judgments, because what do those freaking judgments do? Nothing. But weigh you down, put pressure on your shoulders, and box you in. Free yourself. Lower your stress. Lower your frustration, your irritation, and give yourself some compassion. Look through that lens of love and take care of yourself. Self-care is not selfish. Look through that lens of love and realize you are important. So the one thing that can truly change your life, that can lower your stress, lower your frustration, lower your irritation, is compassion and looking through that lens of love. It frees you to realize that there is nothing that needs to be fixed about you, that there is nothing wrong about you, and you look at yourself with love, with compassion, with an unconditional understanding and unconditional acceptance, and that is truly powerful. Take it one day at a time. This is not about some giant leap where you're just, oh, love, ah. No. Take it one step at a time and open your eyes to look through that lens of love. One tiny step at a time, bringing that compassion into your life. For yourself and for others, for the world. That is your challenge this week, to take a tiny step each day towards some more compassion in your life, towards looking through that lens of love and remembering that compassion is not just for other people, it's for you too. So setting your boundaries and taking care of yourself as well. That is all for today. Step into that love for yourself, feel that compassion, lower your stress, lower your frustration, lower your irritation, because you are worthy. Compassion, lens of love, get out there, do it. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day.